Hey, folks, time to get back to the money. Today, the college football playoff and ESPN agreed on a new 6 year, $7.8 billion contract that ensures the network will remain the sole media rights holder of the event through the 2031-2032 season. It was jointly announced Tuesday. ESPN, which already had exclusive rights since the college football playoff began in 2015, will expand its package for the final 2 years of the current 12-year contract, which runs through the 2025-2026 season. The college football playoff is unveiling the 12-team format for the 2024-2025 season, and ESPN will add all four of the new first-round games each year to the network's existing coverage of the New Year's Six Bowls, now the quarterfinals and semifinals, and the college football national championship game. ESPN already secured the 6 year agreement that will cost $1.3 billion annually, beginning in 2026 and the 2027 season. Includes exclusive rights to all rounds of the expanded playoff, along with continued exclusive rights to all programming connected with the CFP, such as the CFP selection show, weekly top 25 ranking shows, and more. ESPN has worked very closely with the college football playoff over the last decade to build one of the most prominent events in American sports. We look forward to enhancing the value relationship over the next 2 years, then continuing it for 6 more years as we embark on this new expanded playoff era. That's all good and dandy, people. But I know what you want to know. 7.8 million. How does the money break down, Coach? How does the money break down? I'm glad you asked. The financial distribution for the expanded 14-team playoff will look radically different. On an annual basis, for example, the Big Ten and SEC schools will be making more than $21 million each. It's a drastic increase from the nearly $5.5 million that Power 5 schools are currently making. In the ACC, the schools will get more than $13 million annually. The Big 12 schools will get more than $12 million. Notre Dame expected to get more than $12 million as well. Sources told ESPN. There will no longer be a CFP participation bonus for any of the other leagues, a detail that was frustrating by some leaders in the Group of Five. Group of Five schools' annual payments will increase to just under $1.8 million from the current $1.5. For now, the CFP is treating Oregon State and Washington State as independent schools in 2026 and beyond, given the conference uncertain status with 10 schools leaving the next season. Now that the revenue and media rights deal have been agreed upon, most pressing question remains what the format will look like in 2026 and beyond. It's unknown whether CFP leaders will let one edition of the 12-team field play out or decide a format in the coming months. I'll leave the link in the description, people. We got to discuss this real quick. $1.3 billion a year, with the majority going to the SEC, ACC, Big Ten, Pac-10, or whatever they want to call themselves now. This is what the problem's going to be. It's a great deal, great contract. Now we got football on a regular basis. People who follow those teams in those schools can see their teams play, as long as you pay for cable or the app. One of the two, right? But everybody else, you're shafted. All the non-Power 5, the FCS, the D3, all that yada, 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 you're shafted. You're not needed at all. If you had any kind of a pool, any kind of an audience, any kind of alumni base, you'll be in the Power 5 campus. Power 5 schools, as you will. But you don't. So we won't pay you nothing. That's basically what's going on here. ESPN straight up told you, it's all about the money. If you're not bringing in the money, we don't have to give you anything. $1.8 million. Some schools have jumped from the FCS to the FBS before this contract came out. hoping that they'll get an additional $4 million or even $3 million a year. Now to get 1.8 only, because the rest of the schools swallowed up that 1.3 billion. Some schools may have to change formats. Some schools may drop down to FCS level. Some schools, let's be honest with you, may have to stop playing football on that FCS level. Because this right here, it's all about the money, which is what college football really is all about. The student athlete days are gone. Players right now make more money playing for colleges than they would going pro. And that's something you got to think about. Because now that you have 1.3 billion on the table for the schools exclusively, you think they really care about the kids now? Or about the money? It's Coach Simmons. Holler at y'all boys later. I'm out.